volume relationship. Look at this picture. If you look at this picture, what you'll understand. And this picture almost all belong to 17th century, 17th century period. And there was a story behind this picture. This story happened with Jacques Charles, scientist, where he was working on hot air balloon technology. Was preparing hot air balloon technology. Balloon he was preparing. So around 1793, so around that year, he prepared one hot air balloon. And so he prepared balloon with hydrogen gas. And almost all, it took 4 days for filling up hydrogen gas in this balloon. 4 days it took for filling up hydrogen gas in this balloon, big balloon he prepared. And after preparing this balloon, he drifted up this balloon into the sky. Almost all, this balloon traveled so 3,000 feet height and 24 kilometers distance it traveled. But in this balloon there was no person traveling. And after flying 24 kilometers in the France, somewhere in the village, in the farmer's field, it fell down. Surprisingly, the peasants or the farmers in that field, they saw this balloon was flying down. They got shocked after looking this balloon, and they came and they destroyed this balloon by thinking that it was demons or demons manifestation, and came from that other place, alien place, and they destroyed this balloon. So this was a story happened at the first time when Jacques Charles, scientist, Charles was working on this hot air balloon. So the first hydrogen balloon launched by J.A.C. Charles in 1783, it had taken 4 days to make enough hydrogen to fill it. It climbed 3,000 feet and floated within the site for more than an hour in the calm atmosphere that day. The Charles balloon, first balloon, eventually drifted up as the wind picked up. They landed about 15 miles, 24 kilometers from the Paris, where it was furiously shredded by terrified peasants that thought it was a demon manifestation. This was an interesting story happened when Charles working on the balloons. Actually, on what principle this balloon will work, how this balloon can work. So if you want to know, then we have to study about this Charles law. The Charles law, Charles and Gay-Lussac performed several experiments on gases independently to improve upon their hot air balloon technology. Their investigation showed that for a fixed mass of gas at constant pressure, the volume of gas increases. The volume of gas increases with increasing temperature and decreasing on cooling. Sorry. and cooling. They found that for each degree rise in temperature, the volume of gas increases by 1 upon 273.15 of the original volume of the gas at 0 degrees Celsius. This is the important statement, important conclusion they made. For rise in temperature, how much? 1 degree, the volume of gas increases 1 upon 273.15 of the original volume of the gas at 0 degrees Celsius. So, the volumes of the gas at 0 degrees, at T degrees Celsius temperature, at 0 degrees Celsius temperature, the volume is V naught. This is the V naught. At T degrees Celsius temperature, so this is V2, VT respectively. Then the total volume VT is equal to, the volume at T temperature is equal to volume at 0 degrees Celsius temperature plus volume after increasing of 1 degree Celsius temperature V naught upon 273, and the temperature means at T temperature the volume of the gas is, this is the total, this is the temperature at T temperature, the volume of the gas Vt is equal to V naught plus V naught upon 273 plus T. So this is the volume of the gas at T temperature. So, and if you rewrite this equation, if you just rewrite this equation, take V as a common, then Vt is equal to volume at T temperature is equal to volume at the T temperature is equal to V naught 1 plus small t upon 273. So we can get this equation. So V naught is taken common, 1 plus t small t upon 273. And again further, the V naught 273 plus 273 into 1, 273 plus t upon 273. As you know that 273 plus t is equal to capital T, which is the formula for the Kelvin scale. This is 273 plus t is equal to capital T is the formula of the Kelvin scale, and V naught upon 273 is equal to constant. So here is the V naught upon 273 is equal to constant for the given mass of the gas, where capital T is equal to 273 plus T. So this is the Kelvin scale temperature formula, capital T. So conversion of Celsius scale into the Kelvin scale, capital T is equal to 273 plus T. For given mass of gas, V naught upon 273 equal to constant. Therefore, the Vt equal to, so this is volume of the gas at T temperature is equal to T, and so the K constant, then V directly proportional to T, V upon T is equal to K is the formula of Charles' law, V upon T. That means volume is directly proportional to temperature. Volume of the gas is directly proportional to temperature at the constant pressure. That means when we raise the temperature, the volume increases. When we decrease the temperature, volume decreases. So it is directly proportional relationship. The mathematical expression for the Charles law is state that the pressure remaining constant, that the pressure remaining constant at the constant pressure, the volume of the fixed mass of gas, is directly proportional to its absolute temperature. Absolute temperature means capital T. At any given pressure, the graph volume versus temperature is a straight line, and extending to zero volume, each line intercept at minus 273.15 degrees Celsius temperature. The slopes of these lines obtained at different pressure are different but zero volume. All the lines meet the temperature axis of minus 273.15 degrees. Let us discuss this graph, the volume versus temperature. So according to Charles' law, the volume of the gas taken on this y-axis, the volume of the temperature is taken on this x-axis, the temperature taken in terms of Celsius scale, minus 300, minus 200, minus 100, 0, 100. So this is negative temperature, this is positive temperature here. T is taken on where means x-axis, V is taken on means on that y-axis. At the P1 pressure, the volume, when pressure increases at the P1 pressure, and so when temperature decreases, the volume also decreases, the volume. So then we get that decreasing of the volume, the straight line we can get. At P2 pressure also, at P3 pressure, the volume decreases with decreasing of temperature. But we could notice, what we notice means the volume decreasing takes place at minus 273. The volume of the gas taken as 0. The volume of the gas V is equal to 0. Volume of the gas is equal to how much means 0. This is the hypothetical idea of the scientist, because the straight line that we get, you plot the graph between volume and versus temperature, the straight line will be intercepting at minus 273.15 degrees Celsius temperature. At this temperature, the volume of the gas assumed to be 0 or hypothetically is equal to 0. Reason behind for this, as you decrease the temperature and at the given constant pressure, the volume becomes 0, because the molecular movement of the gas is equal to, the molecular movement is completely seized up and stopped, we say. So that means when temperature decreases and the volume also decreases, but at what point the straight line will be intercepting on this x-axis means at minus 273.15. This temperature is called absolute scale of temperature, absolute 0 Kelvin temperature also we say, or thermodynamic scale also we call. This is the volume versus temperature. Each line of the volume versus temperature graph is called isobar. So we can call this the straight line that we get if you plot the graph between volume versus temperature, we get the straight lines that each line graph, that means volume versus temperature, is said to be what we call means isobar. In the previous class I was talking about isotherms, and this is said to be what we call means isobars. Observations of Charles can be interpreted. If we put the value of the T, capital small t in the equation. So minus 273.15 will be equal to 0 Kelvin. That means, so capital T is equal to, so 273.15 or 273 plus small t. The small t value, if you take minus 273 plus positive 273 equal to 0, that is what we call 0 Kelvin we can get. That means at 0 Kelvin temperature, the volume of the gas for the fixed amount of gas perfectly 0, only we can say hypothetically. That is absolute 0 Kelvin temperature, we say. Absolute 0 Kelvin temperature. So the lowest hypothetical and imaginary temperature at which gases are supposed to occupy 0 volume is called absolute 0. All the gases obey Charles' law at very low pressures and high temperatures, we say. All the gases obey Charles' law at low pressures and at high temperatures.